Hey everybody, this is Pastor Nancy. How are you guys doing? Hey, I've been missing you guys. Hope everything is going okay with you and your families, and I'm definitely praying for you. Well, if you see, I am wearing my feelings on my sleeves, or my heart on my sleeves. So I'll just share with you what my feelings have been lately. First of all, I have been feeling joyful. And not all the time. The feelings of joy, they come and go, but God is bringing me joy. The next feeling is hopeful. I feel hopeful that one day I won't have to walk outside and wear my mask, and that all the hand washing that I do over and over and over again will be not so, you know, not too much. Just normal hand washing. The next thing I feel is sadness, and that's okay. And we all go through this up and down. One day I'm feeling this way, one day I'm feeling that way, but it's all normal because what we're going through right now is a crisis. We are going through something that I've heard only happens like every 100 years. When a pandemic sweeps through, affects the whole world of population, and causes devastation. So feelings of sadness are normal. Don't beat yourself up about it. And for some of us, we feel sadness because we lost family members. So it's okay to feel sad. And then I have feelings of comfort because I know that I got friends, I got family, I have people who text me and people who check on me, people who email me, and people that I can just pick up my cell phone and talk to, and we can talk about what we're feeling. We could talk about how our days are going and so forth. So we need to stay connected with one another, really connected during this time because it's not easy. Well, are you guys ready for your story? Yeah, are you ready? Let's do this. Okay. So, as a society, we are working together so that we can deal with this pandemic and to beat it, but we gotta do it. The only way it happens is when we work together, and that's the title of our story. I'm gonna put my glasses on. Are you ready? Ready? Let's go. Okay, so Bartholomew sat under a fig tree and thought about the time that he had spent with Jesus. It was such a short time, but there were so many memories. Soon he heard his grandchildren coming towards him, arguing about something. Saba! Rachel won't hold a basket, shouted Matthew. I want to climb the tree, protested Rachel. Calm down. What's the problem? Asked Bartholomew. Ima asked us to pick up some figs for lunch, said Daniel. Ima means mother, and then Saba means grandfather in Aramaic. So, mused Bartholomew, why don't I tell you a Jesus story that might help you to kind of sort things out? Yes, please, Saba, tell us a story. They all chorused it, and they settled themselves on the ground next to Bartholomew to listen to the story. They loved the stories about Jesus. And how many of you love stories about Jesus? I do too. Not long before Jesus was crucified, Saba said, he prayed for all of his followers. He prayed that the work that he had done on earth, that God had given him to do, they would also do. He had shown people what God was like. Now his followers were to carry out that work. Jesus asked God to guard us and asked that we would become one in heart and mind. Bartholomew paused. He could see that the children had trouble understanding what he was saying. He wasn't surprised. It took the disciples a long time to understand what Jesus was talking about. Well, it's like this. Jesus wanted us to keep doing his work, to tell people about God and to help them. But we couldn't do that very well if we're always arguing and fighting and bickering and complaining. Jesus wanted us to love one another and work together. Now, can you imagine who he was kind of talking to? He was talking to the grandkids too, because they had just went through the situation where they were complaining about who's going to hold the basket and who's going to go pick the figs and so forth. So, but Picking up figs for lunch isn't doing Jesus' work, grumbled Matthew. Well, doing Jesus' work means living like Jesus. What do you think Jesus would do if if he were to ask to pick up some figs and to share them with others? Said Bartholomew. Well, the children looked at each other, and after a moment, Rachel said, "I guess I can hold a basket." She gave in. "I have a better idea," said Bartholomew. "I'm the tallest. So why don't I hold a basket up the tree like that, and the three of you climb up the tree and you just drop the figs down." So the three children happily climbed up the tree and carefully put the figs into the basket, which Bartholomew held up. The job was soon done, and Bartholomew and the children had figs for lunch. Yay! Such a simple story. And I think we can apply this to what we're living through right now and at home. You know, we're all at home together, families are together with kids and everything, and like you got chores and stuff to do. It takes everybody working together within the household to get the job done. Don't you think so? All right. Well, that's what Jesus is talking about. Not only do we work together to make the things work in our families, but we also work together in our community. There are lots of people right now that don't have enough food. There's a like what they call a food desert right now, where there's actually food in the fields, but the farmers aren't able to sell it and make a profit on it. So they're having to pour out milk and pour out valuable food sources. But as families, we can share with other people what we have. And I've also started doing that so that my friends don't have to go without food. So think about what you guys could do as a family to minister, to do what Jesus did in your community. Share your resources if you have an abundance of them. Give a call. Let somebody know that you care for them. Walk their dog if you have to, if it's an elderly person. But do what Jesus did, and God will bless you. Of course, He'll bless you because you're His child. But anyway, I want you guys to have a fantastic week, fantastic holiday weekend. Enjoy your time together as a family. When you go out, don't forget to wear your masks, and don't forget to keep washing your hands. I'll keep talking about this, keeping your 6 feet of distance between you and other people in public places. And remember, it's okay to have feelings. God created us as feeling beings. And when we have these feelings, we talk about them with each other so that we can live together in love. You guys have a blessed week, and I love you guys and looking forward to seeing you soon. Bye bye.